Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 10-2 soft. Come baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Jam. Fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Bravo. Mike 54. Clear. Go.
2nd and 9 now. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Check 52. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch twist. Sneak grip.
On first down, rushing. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have real...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There goes Green. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go. Get it.
Throwing after the interception. Rushing. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Right there, 54, right there. 50.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
Back to throw. Rushing. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team...
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Ross, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Check 37. Check 37.
Look at me. Go.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Topper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, rushing. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Let's go. 36, 35.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Okay, let's go. 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Dixon, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Going to give this time to the tailback. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, keep it up.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, Mike 52.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
X3. 218. Chopper. Check go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Good.
Watch the screen.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Check go.
That's the way.
Hit it.
From the gun, rushing. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give me some. Here we go.
Yep.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rushing. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Throwing on first down. Rushing. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. Rushing. Finding Green complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line 36. Line 36. Get that quarterback. And all coach.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bandit. Bandit.
Mike 36. Line
2.
On third down, rushing. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Rush in. Rush in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack City. Sack City, baby. Go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking to throw on second down. Rushing. He's got Green. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, rushing. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Come on,
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw. Rushing. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
50, Mike, 50. There's a corner now. Mike's 50, Mike.
Let's go. 5.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Joker. Greystone, travel. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, rushing. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Smith!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Come.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the twist. Hey, watch that.
Leo.
Mike 54.
Stop your whining. Check. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Go. 5.
Operating from the gun. Rushing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check safety.
Protein spill.
Looking to throw. Rushing. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Go. Get.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Go, go.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
59, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. Going right side here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Watch the flat.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to pour it on. Cybert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Throwing again, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
90 Wolf.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. And it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw again. Rushing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
Five. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rushing. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm coming.
From the gun. Rushing. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rushing. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Pilot, 64, weak.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
5.
On 3rd down. Rushing. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
50, plant.
On 1st and 10, rushing. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.